Bankruptcy Judge Christopher Sontchi of Delaware is a brave man. Most folks interpret Stern versus Marshall to mean that the bankruptcy court does not have power, constitutional power, to enter a final judgment in a fraudulent transfer suit when the defendant has not filed a claim and has not otherwise consented to the final adjudicatory power of the bankruptcy court. Well, in an opinion on March 11 in a case called Paragon Offshore, Judge Sontchi held very clearly that he does in fact have power to enter a final judgment against fraudulent transfer defendants, even though they neither filed a claim nor consented to the power of the bankruptcy court. Well, you ask, how did Judge Sontchi reach that conclusion? What he did was to carefully analyze both Grand Financiera and Stern versus Marshall. He began by pointing out that Section 158 of Title 28 clearly says that a fraudulent transfer suit is a core matter, and in core matters, Section 157 says that the bankruptcy court can make a final judgment. What Judge Sontchi did was to carefully parse the holdings in Grand Financiera and in Stern, and he concluded that neither of those cases held that Section 157 in that respect is unconstitutional as a violation of Article 3 of the Constitution. What Judge Sontchi said is that the defendants in the suit before him were in effect asking him to rule that 157 in part is unconstitutional. And of course, as I've already indicated, Judge Sontchi said that the Supreme Court has not made that ruling yet, and he was unwilling to make that leap. Well, this is a marvelous opinion. I suppose what Judge Sontchi is trying to do is to lay the groundwork for an appeal to the Third Circuit, and perhaps then we would have a split of circuits, because the Ninth Circuit has held in a similar circumstance that there is no final adjudicatory power. You can read more about that opinion in my column, Rochelle's Daily Wire, on the ABI website on Friday of this week. And also, you'll find a wealth of other information about bankruptcy law and more on the ABI website. Until same time next week, this is Bill Rochelle signing off until next week at the same time. Until then, be well, study hard, and enjoy bankruptcy law. It's better than anything else.